You naughty seal. You think you could just steal my chair and get away with it?
Am I intruding? Demon.
Oh, the Merc's here. Nothing but nets.
Why have you called me out here?
Right. As you know, I'm a very busy devil. I have a lot of people to maim and torture and whip.
Just get to the point. Your putrid tongue makes me sick.
Anyway, this year I have 3 particularly naughty beings that I just simply can't handle. My bones aren't what they used to be. And also, I need to handle that seal over there and teach him a lesson. He tried to steal my chair to feed his 15 children. Do you know how expensive that chair costed me? So I'm giving you my list to kill the beings. Do you accept?
Yes.
Yes, here's the list. Now, I have more important matters to get to.
One more thing before I go.
Oh? What could you need from me?
My name is Jakk, a mercenary sworn to purge the wicked of this world, and I had recently made a deal with the Krampus, who had died of old age. Ignore the fact that I'm carrying his head. Old age does that to a person, demon thing. I found myself in a very cold place, but I had no time to dilly-dally. So I did some parkour, shoved some grass in my eye for I have no mouth. Then I killed this guy, got a key from him, and freed this guy called the Trapper. You're a weird-looking fellow. What is your quest here? I'm on a quest to kill the 3 naughtiest people on this list I got from the Krampus. Right, I probably should actually look at it. I cannot read this. Let me take a look. I have no clue what the last 2 are, but the first one says Shacklehide. How can you read the Krampus's poor handwriting? I am Krampus. My name is Jakk, a mercenary I can make out what it says. Anyway, good luck on killing him. I got lost for a moment, then found my way. Goat. Then I found a bandit camp, and inconceivably, there was a bandit. So I tried my kung fu skills, but unfortunately, he was kung fu proof. So I plunged my sword into his chest. Then there was another, and he got scared of my sword and died instantly. And then 3 more appeared, thinking they could stop me. And then, a mountain, which was actually a monster, threw his ball and chain onto the 3 bandits, killing them instantly. This must be Shacklehide. Then I found that trapper guy again, who gave me a grapple hook, which was really cool. So I used it to fall this gate, and there was a big guy behind it, who was kinda tough, but was also very Dark Souls Iron Giant. I then made my way through a very dark corridor, where the light I was holding went out, and a lady appeared in front of me and lunged herself into my brain. Her name was Celia, and she said that she wanted to help me in my naughty one killing bouts. I then punched my way through a wall, and then killed a guy, and then killed even more guys. Then fought Mr. Axe in the face, and then threw my rubber sword at someone, and then killed them with it moments later. Then I had to fight a woman with a humongous Giganotosaurus sword, and she was certainly an opponent, that's for sure. I was then told of a very powerful weapon that was able to kill behemoths and such. So with the help of Celia, we opened the door, and I did a puzzle, and then I got the sword, but it was broken. Oh well. I did some more parkour, and then I got an upgrade for my grapple hook, which allowed me to reel in items. I punched this guy, made rocks fall on this guy, and then hit a bullseye on this guy. Then I ran into that one trapper guy again, who Celia didn't seem cool with. And then after going through a tunnel, I found the first of my prey. Shacklehide. Just speak the common tongue, you're not impressing anybody. Holy crap, I'm rich.
You think you can defeat me, mortal?
No. But I will anyway.
Such courage for an imp.
I had slain the first of the naughty ones, but then a giant tentacle that will have no bearing on the plot whatsoever knocked me out, leaving me unconscious. When I came to, I found myself on the beach side of an old castle, and that trapper guy was here, who told me that killing Shackle had made him remember that he was actually the king of this castle. cool, I suppose. Then he gave me the materials to fix my sword. Now that was something cool. Then, due to plot conveniency, he was able to read the second name on the list, which was Night Scraper. Then I opened the door using a key I was given and made my way to the creature's general location. I found myself in a frozen mountain. Then I saw a guy fall from the sky and then saw a very small bat. I then lightly tapped someone with my sword. While exploring a cave, Celia, the voice in my head, said that her memory is also coming back like the old guy was, and she sensed another powerful weapon nearby. I encountered a lady with 2 axes. She was fairly annoying with all of her screeching and such, so I swiftly dealt with her. I then found the tomb of the ancient archer, then did a boxy puzzle, and then I got the bow, and this bow could actually regenerate its arrows over time, which was pretty neat. Old man. I needed to be careful in these mountains because there were a lot of witches. After, but I found a guy who parried my sword throw with his arrow, which was really cool. And then I did whatever this was, and then sensed someone watching me, but before I could locate where the watcher was, I was ambushed. And then I swung and poked a wall and killed a guy. I touched a rock and then was shot at. There was a bowman who I could tell was very strong, or at least I thought he was before he died for some reason. I reached a great lift so I could get to the top of the mountain to fight that tiny bat, and then I started to ascend it. But things are never that easy. The tiny bat was actually a big bat, who I realized was actually Night Scraper. But before I could fight him, the coward dropped the lift, making me fall into the caverns of this mountain. And now I would need to find another path to the top. I found myself in a cold cave. That is too friendly sounding. Let me take that again.
I found myself an evil death blood cave filled with women who eat people.
That's probably better. I had gotten a new upgrade for my grapple hook, which allowed me to yank and pull enemies. This would be fun to use. I was ambushed by witches, but with my new upgrade I made quick work of them. I also learned that I could catch their arrows mid-arrow with my arrow catcher. I was walking in a big place and then a witch leaped down in front of me and screamed in my face. She was the boss of the witches and her power was a secret because she died before she could actually use it. And then I found Night Scraper, who predictably ran away again. And so I chased after it and finally made my way out of that dumb cave. There was some sort of invisible force field, so I climbed the side of this wall to cross it. I then came across another fellow knight, who was not a fellow, but a felon, so he died. Oh, and there was also an assassin. Then I grappled this guy and dragged him into a spike trap, then this other guy walked into that same spike trap, and then this guy also did the exact same thing. To be honest, they were all really incompetent. Then there were a lot of people on a bridge who were trying to kill my kill, and it went about as well as you expect. Then Trapper popped in to say pretty much nothing, and I found myself on the 3rd highest peak of the mountain. Estoy muy cansado de time. With that, the bad baddie bat was killed. I made my way back to the castle and Trapper showed me a bit of it that was locked off for some reason. I'm not sure why he did that. Then, due to magical pixie reasons, he was able to read the map again. And the name of the final naughty one, Dreadstag. And so I went on my holly jolly way to find him. This was supposed to be a Christmas video. I made my way to a red forest and heard the sound of thunder, which was odd because there weren't any clouds. Then I learned that they were just simply the sound of Dreadstag walking, and also that he was a behemoth among behemoths. Hopefully he wouldn't be too hard to fight. Then I walked to a toxic gas cloud, which somehow affected me despite my lack of lungs. And then I found a wall which I couldn't break through, so I took a different path. After smashing some pods, I discovered that there were witches even in these forsaken redwoods. But in better news, I discovered a crypt housing another great weapon, which was a battle axe, which could destroy this specific type of wall. And so I broke this specific wall and then broke this specific guy's face. And then I found myself in a puzzle where I needed to break the string attached to this box. But after the rope decided to do this to me, I just simply activated the pressure plate and ran through the door, which somehow worked. And then I tripped this guy up and got the final upgrade for my grapple hook. I can now tether two things together, which I suppose was pretty cool. And then I saw a burning village, which was not cool. And then I fought a guy with a big shield, and I was supposed to break his shield before killing him, but he forgot to make his body out of shield, so I killed him. I did another puzzle and then found myself in another cave with even more witches. I'm beginning to see a pattern. I did this, did a funny, fought more witches, did some epic parkour, fought even more witches, walked 10 feet, fought even more witches, killed the leader of the witches, fought witches in a toxic I hate witches! I missed the woman with the big sword from the beginning of my adventure. Anyway, I finally found Dreadstag and he was Giganotosaurus. So instead of getting a montage, I'm going to list off his crazy abilities, which include complete apathy to my existence, spawning platforms on his leg, making me unable to move for some reason, making my hands go crazy, doing whatever this is, having such low hygiene that his pimples grew on his armor, not following the laws of physics, and doing whatever this was part 2. And you know what? He doesn't get a montage. I get a montage. This is my triumph over him. Play the music.
I'll just be a rock
Alright, Shacklehide, check, Night Scraper, check, and now Dreadstag, who is now Deadstag. I'm not dead, I just don't care. Oh wait, no, there goes my heart. Alright, that should be- oh wait, no, there's more left. It says Trapper. What did he do? I went back to the castle to get some answers, and found a door that was previously locked, but was now unlocked. And then I found a room that contained a painting of Trapper where he was evil looking. And then he appeared behind me and revealed that he was evil. But he also revealed that me killing the 3 naughty beings allowed him to absorb their naughtiness, and now he was at his full strength. But before I could find him, he teleported to that castle he conveniently told me about earlier. And so I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps and made it there, but he was like, "Nuh-uh, you're not getting here," and locked the door in my face. But I had the power of friendship on my side, so I unlocked the door and now I was in his castle. There were people in this castle who I killed. I am not sure what else I can say. I then needed to do more puzzles to get 2 keys for this lift. Nothing really to say, moving on. I found where I thought he was hiding, but I had to do a puzzle and puzzle. And then I found Trapper sitting on a throne, which was a mockery of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Let's go with that. And then we fought, and he had the power of dislocating and relocating his arm. It was the most fight ever, and I plunged my sword into his chest. But instead of dying, he revealed that he was toying with me and opened a portal down to a place called the Hollow, a place devoid of color. I got my sword back, but it looked all funky. And then I went off to go find Trapper. I wonder what kind of weird and twisted enemies I'll find here. I then found Shadow Witches. And then I found Trapper, who contorted himself into a demon. And then he started yapping.
I feel all powerful. I am a river of death. I will crack mountains. I will level cities to bring this world to a new era. I thank you for giving me my newfound power. And, as thanks, I will grant you death!
Imaginary die. And with that, I had slain all the naughty ones on Krampus's list, and that lady in my head vanished. So now I could go home and enjoy a nice Christmas with my family. It isn't a lot, but it's more than enough for— wait a minute, I forgot the treasure chest!